Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Doli Rani, Senior Lecturer in IIMT College of Polytechnic, Greater Noida. Today, I'm going to discuss about casting. So, casting is a manufacturing process which is used to make any product, and molten metal is poured into the mold cavity. As we can see in the picture, this is a mold, and molten metal is poured into this cavity. After solidification, this is the final product. So now we are coming to the next types of casting. Casting are of many types like sand casting, investment casting, die casting, centrifugal casting, vacuum casting, and there are also many types of castings. Now, first is sand casting. Sand casting is a manufacturing process in which we use expandable mold, and this mold is made of sand. This mold is break after each making of the product. So, for making a new product, we have to prepare a separate or new mold. So, after preparation of the mold, the liquid metal is poured into the mold cavity. This sand casting is a very oldest manufacturing process, and this is suitable for all type of metals. Like we can make ferrous metal, non-ferrous metals can be used for casting purpose. So this method is widely used in industries for making of the product. And scrap metal can also be recycled. Means the wastage of metal is very less as compared to other manufacturing process. Suppose if we want to make a product by using machining, so the material is wasted in the form of chips. That's why sand casting is suitable for that purpose. Wastage of material is very less or zero. Now, very large product can be prepared by using sand casting, like bed of the machines. The bed is very big in size, so it is very difficult to manufacture by other process. So sand casting is best suitable for that purpose. The steps of sand casting are, first of all, we have to prepare the pattern. Pattern is the replica of the product to be prepared. So pattern can be made of wax, can be made of metals, wood, plaster of Paris or other material we can use for pattern preparation. Now these patterns are inserted into the mold to create a cavity. Then the cavity is created, then the pattern is removed from the mold. Now the molten metal is poured into the mold cavity. After solidification, the mold is break, and the final casting is prepared. Now this is the gating system which is used for sand casting purpose. The main purpose of gating system is to pour the molten metal into the mold cavity properly. So without any shrinkage, we can prepare the casting. First point is pouring basin. Pouring basin is a reservoir in which the molten metal is poured into the cavity. Second is sprue. Sprue is a passage between the pouring basin and the runner. Sprue is used to pass the molten metal into the mold cavity. Now, runner is used to allow the molten metal to flow into the mold cavity. And ingate is the last point through which molten metal is passed into the cavity. And the riser is used to compensate the metal if there is a shrinkage problem, or we can see through the riser that mold cavity is completely filled or not. Sometimes it is also used to escaping the gases from the casting. First of all, during preparation of the mold is made in two parts. The upper part is called as scope and lower part is called as drag. It depends on the types of pattern. Suppose we are using single piece pattern, multi piece pattern, and there are so many types of pattern also. So the mold is made in the two parts. And what are the main advantages of sand casting? Sand casting has many advantages like very simple process. Means an unskilled person can also do the casting, and production rate is also good as compared to other manufacturing processes. And low cost casting mold means we are preparing mold by using sand, so it has low cost as compared to other mold like die casting, like centrifugal casting. So cost of the mold is less. And wider material choice means, as I have earlier told, we can cast ferrous metal as well as non-ferrous metals too by the using of sand casting. And those metal which has high melting point, we can also cast those types of metals. A wider material choice and high complexity shapes we can prepare by using this process. The sand casting has some disadvantages also, like this is handmade process. Means in industry also, people are preparing the mold and doing the casting. Machines are not doing sand casting, so it is a handmade process. So chances of error can be there, and low dimensional accuracy of the product. It gives rough surface quality because the inner surface of the mold is not so fine, so it has rough surface quality problem. And casting defect can also be there, like mission and other casting defects can be more. So these are the some disadvantages of sand casting process. The application of sand casting. Sand casting is used in every field. Suppose in automobile industry, we can prepare engine crankcase by using this process. We can prepare bearing, blower, impeller, turbine parts can be prepared by using this process. And mainly the lathe bed is prepared by using sand casting process. Why? Because it has very simple process, and the loss of metal is very less as compared to other manufacturing processes, and ease in manufacturing. Now, second method is investment casting process. Investment casting process is also called lost wax process. And in this investment casting, the wax pattern is surrounded by an investment compound, or we can say slurry. The slurry is coated over the wax pattern. In investment casting, the pattern is made of wax. Why wax is used? Because wax has good surface finishing. If pattern is good, then the inner surface of the shell will also good. And when we pour the molten metal into the shell, then its surface dimensional accuracy will be good. That's why wax is preferred for preparation of the pattern. So this process is also called lost wax process. Why it is called lost wax process? Because in each cycle we are removing the wax from the cell. That's why it is called lost wax process. And it is also called in precision casting process because it gives very good dimensional accuracy. Or we can say if we prepared the product by using investment casting, then no machining is required. That's why this process is used for preparation of gold jewelry. In ancient time, Egyptians used this process for preparation of the gold jewelry. That's why this is called investment. Means we are saving the material, and we are manufacturing that type of material which are very precious and which are giving very good accuracy. Precision is giving in this casting process. That's why it is called as investment casting process. So this is used for high temperature alloy. Means the metals or alloy which have high temperature we can cast by using this process. Complex geometry can be manufactured, can be casted by using this process. And as I have earlier told, it gives very smooth surface finishing. So these are the steps of investment casting process. First step is wax injection. Before wax injection, first of all, we have to prepare the die. The die can be made of steel or any metal. Then wax is poured into the die for making the wax pattern. As we can see in first diagram, wax is injected into the die and pattern is prepared. Now these patterns are assembled on a tree. Then this assembly is ready. Then this assembly is dipped into the ceramic slurry for coating purpose. Means this whole assembly is dipped until a thick coating is found over the this assembly. And now after solidification, when the shell is dried, then dewaxing is done. Dewaxing is a step of investment casting process which is used to remove the wax from the shell. When wax is removed from the shell, then the cavity is formed and we can pour the molten metal into the cavity. As we can see in next step, the molten metal is pouring into the mold cavity. Uh, when metal is solidified, then this mold is knocked out by the help of vibrator or by the help of hammers. Now, after cutting individual parts from the assembly, these final parts is ready to use. So, the main advantage of investment casting process is that no machining is required and no further work is done on the workpiece. The main application of investment casting process are, as I have told that this is used where no machining is required. So this process is used for making the turbine blades, for making statues. Automobile parts are also prepared by using this process. Jewelry is prepared, statues and other decorative items can be prepared by using investment casting process. So in earlier days, the dewaxing was done in the autoclave or in a normal furnace or ordinary furnace, which have so many disadvantages. So now research is going on to dewax in a microwave oven, which have so many advantages as compared to conventional dewaxing process. Some limitations of conventional dewaxing process are this method have very time consuming because each time we are removing the wax and we are preparing again pattern, so it is taking time and the time is required for purification of the wax, so it has so many limitations as compared to dewaxing in microwave oven. So more wax loss means in each cycle we are taking a new wax for making of the pattern. So wastage of wax is more. Or suppose we are using the same wax, so recycling of the wax is required, which is also taking time. So these are the limitations of the conventional dewaxing. You know, the wax purification is required. And if we are using furnaces, so they are creating pollution and consuming more energy and cost of equipment is also high. And the main disadvantage is the chance of cracking of the shell is more. Means the temperature is not uniform in the furnace. Sometimes it is large, it is high, sometimes it is low. So the chance of cracking of the shell is more. That's why conventional dewaxing is not used in the industry nowadays. For this purpose, what technology we can use for dewaxing? So for that purpose, we can use dewaxing in the microwave oven. Microwave oven are used for that purpose. Nowadays, infrared oven or is also used for that purpose. This is a picture of microwave oven, which can be used for dewaxing of the small shell. This is the die, and the die is made of steel and it is used for preparation of the wax pattern. For preparation of the pattern, we can take any wax like paraffin wax, we can take carnauba, we can take and microcrystalline. And waxes are of many types. So which one is available and which have good properties? So that type of wax can be used for that purpose. Next is slurry preparation. When wax pattern is prepared, then this pattern or this assembly is dipped into the ceramic slurry. For that purpose, we can take zirconia flour, binder, water, wetting agent, anti-fogging agent we can take for preparation of the slurry. These are the some pictures of the wax pattern, and these are the coating of the wax pattern. Now these are assembled, these coated pattern are assembled on the tree uh, for to pour the molten metal into these shells. These are the some pictures of dewaxing in microwave oven, and here metal is pouring into the mold cavity. This is the final casting product. So we can make any type of product. This is a simple image. We can take any complex geometry. We can prepare by using this process. As I have told, we can make any jewelry part, turbine blades, and statues and other product we can prepare by using this method, because it gives very high accuracy. As if we prepared by using a lathe machine or any machining process, so wastage of material is very high. That's why these casting methods are used. So investment casting have so many advantages as compared to other dewaxing methods. These are the some measuring equipments which can be used for checking the properties, like we can check the property of the wax pattern, like the surface roughness, hardness we can check. Suppose we prepared a first pattern of wax, then we can check the properties and it will give good property. And as we are using a microwave oven for dewaxing purpose, so same waxes we are using again and again. So the properties can be reduced, or some uh, impurities can be added into the wax pattern. So we will check the properties. If it is giving good properties, then we can use again same wax for the different pattern, or for different pattern, or for another uh, product making purpose. So these are very highly acceptable in industries, because investment casting has a very good advantage as compared to other manufacturing process. Thank you.